Ensalada, Goddess Jess, a self-love and a relationship coach, as well as a conscious movement facilitator and master healer. I'm totally passionate about helping women and couples in loving and connecting deeply with their bodies and creative projects and meaningful work while they eliminate their stress. I think that stress relief is something that's really important for everyone, especially right now. And I infuse divine wisdom and metaphysical principles and all kinds of really beautiful stuff into all my programs and coaching programs. And I have a free report that you can get tonight called 7 Sacred Ways to Relieve Stress Instantly. And I dropped that in the chat along with a bunch of other ways to keep in touch with me on socials or through my website or whatever. But you can grab the report through longislandgoddess.com is probably the easiest way to grab it, or jessamina.com, and the links are inside. Happy to be here. Nice to see all the beautiful goddesses and the men who are holding this space for us too.
I did half a post, and because of my happy fingers, I sent the post out and wasn't finished. So just bear with me here.
While you do that, I'll just jump in real quick and welcome everybody. So it's been a really amazing weekend here at the New Life Expo, and it's one of the longest, it is the longest running, for anybody who's not familiar with it and you kind of found it, it's the longest running holistic empowering expo in the world. I'm very honored to be part of it. This is my 9th year, and
Wow.
I've been on the Goddess Panel, I think 5 or 6 times, and been teaching. So I am a fitness instructor. I work with women, and I put my information for my bio there, but just to break it down, I empower women, mostly 40 plus, who have ignored their health, their body, and their inner self. And I show you how to rebuild your self-esteem while losing weight and getting stronger, connecting your mind, your body, and your spirit. And I do it very, very simply in 17 minutes using these power bands. As you can see above my name, it says power bands. So I have 3 bands, a booty band that tightens, lifts, and takes that sagginess all the way up. So we bring it to the north, and then 2 other bands. And all these combined, I have 250 different exercises. We just started doing them live instead of just on our remote.
Hello.
So I have a membership that you can just join in and do it whenever you want. But I started an 8-week reset, which has become really popular. And I dropped a link down there for you guys because I have a bunch of freebies in November and December. So just jump into the freebies, take it where you want to. And if you want more information, we can drop that. And I am a plant-based flexitarian. And what that means is I am semi-flexible. I don't eat fish or meat, but I do eat eggs. And so that's just...
Baby doll, can we get back to you? Because right now I am back and I am here. And I am Elle, and I am supposed to be moderating the Goddess Panel.
Okay.
And I don't know how many of the goddesses that we have here. And I adore that you are a breathtaking essence of light in every way, every meaning of that word. You are gorgeous and beautiful and powerful and a gorgeous example of what goddess means. But I want to make sure we have everybody all here together, and then we are going to be, oh my God, we got Jess, we have Lisa,
Yeah.
Hi baby doll. Who else is here? Oh my goodness, how wonderful.
I'm here, Elle. Lynn
I
is here.
see that, Lynn. God bless you, baby doll.
But I
Right.
can't see anybody. Something's wrong with my, I don't know, can't see anybody else, unfortunately.
Well, as long as, oh, you can't. Well, just put it, if you can, in the chat, and they'll fix that. But for anybody that doesn't know me, I am Elle. I go by Priestess Elle. I go by Ellen Pellegrino. And the essence of what I do is I'm a quantum healer, DNA shifter. I help raise your vibration. I do beautiful processes to make that happen. And I am here aligned with many other beautiful goddesses, and we're all going to share magnificent ways, and all of us just being together, the vibration is going to be so high. So if you have any issues whatsoever, I guarantee you by the time you're done with this panel, you'll forget them. You completely forget them because all the women on here are gorgeous, inside, outside. So, what do you call it? So you get a little feel of who I am. And I think, let me see if I can get back to that beautiful young lady that was just speaking. Wait a minute. Do we have Jess with us?
I'm here. I just introduced myself moments before you came on, and Becca was sharing her contact information into the chat.
Good.
And I know we have other goddesses here as well on the panel.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Here.
Hey, Michelle. God bless Michelle. All right. So what I'm going to do is for everybody else that has not had an opportunity to share their light of who they are, please, we'll go one by one. I'm wondering if I should start on the top. On the top, it says Lady Christopher. I have spoken with her earlier today, and oh my God, fabulous. So, Lady Christopher, would you please share the essence of who you are with everyone here?
Let's just say joy of life, literally. So, I'm not much for talking about myself. Most of everybody here knows us. Lisa Luminaire and I go back to the very first Goddess Panel. So it's funny to be seeing her via video chat, but this is awesome because we can have more goddesses with us, and that's just even more magical. And Michelle and Becca, it's great to see you guys. Michelle, you look awesome. Becca, you're gorgeous as ever. That's amazing. I'm a best-selling author. Time
We're losing you,
shaman, a 3-time near-death survivor, returner. So thousands and hundreds of certifications and everything. And it's really, after my last near-death, which was, I was on bed rest to one of our last in-person goddess panels, and I made it there as my best friend was dying in a hospital, and I had to leave fast to transition him. And sort of the essence of what, I work in my deepest integrity to be of what a goddess is every day. And so what I try to do is, we were laughing the other day that I'm the ego slayer. So in a journey to, just regular people who are just kind of waking up to things, they'll come and we'll have very intensive sessions ongoing to literally slay their ego, their programming, their conscious communication within themselves, to break those programs, those words. And I have master ears for these ears, and I'm like, there it is. And so I left people to bring their divine wisdom to awaken to it, because we're all God essence. That's literally what we are. And the goddess is here now, empowered to help humanity, men, women, children, animal. I have a foundation, Sheltering Tree Sanctuary, to help survivors of human trafficking heal with rescued animals. I'm in the jungle, all right? I'm the earth jungle goddess warrior. I've lived in the Amazon by myself, the Galapagos. I've been all over the world, rescuing animals, swimming with dolphins and whales, and the list of who I am goes on. So we'll just leave it at that.
Thank you so much. Now I'm going to go to Goddess Jen Post, and if she could share a little bit of her magic.
Hi, Mama. Hi, everybody.
Oh,
Well, thanks for, all of the energy that's coming in. It is so high vibrational, and my body is just electric right now. I'm sure you guys can be feeling that as well. I'm an interfaith minister. I had my awakening many, many years ago. And I've had multiple near-death experiences, and actually just this past year had almost crossed over, but bounced right back up like the rising phoenix. I am an ascension teacher, a light body healer teacher, so I assist people understanding the ascension process and the light body process by helping them to release the density in the cells, When I work on people, I can see in the organs past life energy or trauma, whether it's this lifetime or parallels or past lifetimes. We remove that, so that helps with that light body, healing and ascension. I have alliances with the archangel realm, so I channel all of the archangels, the Blessed Mother, the Ascended Masters, and the galactic beings of light. I am a contactee and a voice of many star races, as I'm a galactic teacher. So it's really helping people to step into empowerment, releasing the trauma, releasing patterns, ancestral patterns, and we even actually go back galactically. So as an Akashic reader, I go back to all of the lifetimes that are being presented by the higher self, and that can also be the galactic energies that we're clearing as well. I'm a speaker of the love light language and a teacher of that. So all of these things we all encompass, right? So all of our past life abilities and we bring forward to help people through the ascension process and the healing process and the empowerment and balancing. This is the most important thing, is balancing the divine feminine with the masculine, just like the archangels are androgynous. So that's what I help with, like you all are doing too. And I'm honored to be here and to be a part of all of you and sharing in this beautiful energy. So thank you. Thank you for the space.
I feel very blessed that we brought you forward, exquisite
I'm
panel.
so honored.
And I'm so excited that we're going to have you later on channel the beautiful goddess energy.
Wonderful.
Are you going to bring in Isis, I believe, right?
Isis, well, when we do a collective, many things and energies come forward. So even though I can say we're going to open up the space to Isis, like yesterday, the Blessed Mother came forward for a person that was here. Any type of master will come forward. So it does allow for the open space to bring forth these messages. But the main thing when I go into channel and I teach people this in my classes, I can tell you all about the energies of the Blessed Mother and the archangels, but for you to be able to feel them and to connect to them, I can tell you all these beautiful things, but my role is to help each and every person connect to these energies and work with them and heal collectively with them. So it's going to be a beautiful thing for sure.
Without a doubt. Thank you so much, Jen. And now we're going to go over to Lisa. Lisa, can you share your full name and the essence of light that you bring forth?
Yes. Hello. Finally, I see everyone. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is my very first Zoom meeting. I'm so nervous. But I'm so happy to be connected with you again. Thank you very much. Yes, my name is Lisa Umie. Originally, I'm from heaven, like you, everyone, and drop into Japan and grow up in Japan. And after 17 years old, I started traveling around the world, almost over 30 countries. I went to learn many different kind of natural healings, the herbs, energy healings, prayer, and shrine, temple, and meditation, etc. It was really my passion, and still learning about the spirituality is my passion. Yeah? So my mother was an acupuncturist, oriental medicine, and my grandma was a shaman. So I learned from them, from a little girl, and they put me in Zen temple when I was 6 years old. Oh my gosh, it was difficult time, but And then also, I like to play. I like to create many different kind of ritual because I was Catholic school kindergarten, but I was Zen temple to learn meditation, and I celebrate learning a lot of Shintoism. So when I was a little girl, who is really God? Who is real spirituality? What is everyone said different things, but I loved everyone, all the priests, all the teachers. So I thought there is the secret, the universe sent different teaching and a messenger and a prophet, etc. Each different places, countries, and different times to guiding us. So, okay, so I started traveling the journey to find the secret of the universe. And I can continue.
Oh, I mean, you are a breathtaking light, and you just project this gorgeous, gorgeous energy. And I hope you can share one of your gorgeous rituals with us. Is there anything else you want to share? Or maybe what we're going to do is just introduce everybody, and then we're going to go into detail, maybe an aspect of what you might want to project to help everybody who's listening to evolve.
Okay, for right now, with Elena, you told me something about the frequency, right? So let's go to very quick way to go to frequency of the goddess or goddess planet. The prayer is very wonderful things, but I think the prayer gonna be a little too long. So how about in the morning, back to heaven? I use like 4096 Hertz angel tuning forks, and also to wake up. Also 4000 frequency of sun. It's another dimension of the sun frequency to wake up, but still keep us in the heaven. So I'm gonna start with the angel. Crystallize your body, mind, and spirit. And then I'm gonna send you Japanese sun goddess called Amaterasu, the light of Amaterasu goddesses. Amaterasu, 雨土に光みつ ひふみよい回りてめくる胸やこと青のすへしれ形先 So, welcome to Godess Planet. I love you.
Oh, we love you too so much. And now I'm going to take a moment and introduce Michelle. You are breathtaking, Lisa. Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, Goddess.
My mini Kuan Yin.
Yes.
It is, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
I'm actually wearing her necklace, and I felt like it was really connecting to this panel. So, blessings.
The vibrational frequency is so good.
Wow.
So right. Thank you.
Just joyful.
Well, Becca, can we get back with you, baby doll? Because I don't know how much that you were able to project about you, because please share. I can't hear you, love. Can you unmute yourself? There she
Yes. Oh my gosh, Lisa, I love you. And I just want to, before I step in and talk about how I support the women and men who are here, I just want to just tap into how I even came about understanding a little bit more about my own goddessness and my own spirituality. And there's somebody very special on our panel tonight who I'm going to start. I get like wishy-washy in my brains when I talk about her or think about her. I haven't seen her in a while, but she's in my prayers every day. And as she brings herself up to stronger health, my prayers are there. Lady Christopher, I met, it's got to be now 25 years. And I have to tell you, I've adopted some of her interesting patterns. Okay. So I met her in a covered tent in front of a Publix. The woman was in a sarong, barefoot, and she had this shiny thing going on over here. I never saw one of those shiny things because I didn't play in the spiritual realm. And I'm just staring at her, and our energy is just really connected. And before I know it, we're engaged in a big conversation. And of course I ask, what is that and why? And so she shared it with me, and we became mystical friends. She gave me a lead and hope. And from that, my life has just expanded. So Lady Christopher, I just want to honor you as a goddess, as friend, as seer in my life. So thank you so much. I know a few, thank you. I know a few of the women on here and been on this panel for a few years. And I don't want to go on and on and on. I did put my bio information in there, but I do want to say this. There's a whole lot of beautifulness going on here. And I have the androgynon energy. And so I just want to share with that. I have tried to fight it most of my life. And I just want to say, see who you are and show up the way you are intended to be. And when I say androgynous, and I'm not male, but I'm a very strong alpha female. And I tried to, in business, it was great. But on the streets and with women and trying to figure out how to navigate in relationships, I always had a hard time with that. And so I hope we get to speak a little bit more about that as we come in here.
Absolutely.
It will be no surprise to anybody that I am the fitness one in here. And there's a lot of fitness women here, but this is my mainstay. I put bands in hands and reshape women's lives in 17 minutes using 40-second exercises using these bands, the power bands. And it's just
a question. Are we allowed to like ask questions like with your power bands? Is that like something that we're allowed to do?
Well, what I want to do is I want to make sure everybody has a little bit of who they are first.
Okay.
And then what happens is when I ask questions later on, maybe, or actually we're going to be moved into another room to do that. But we want to make sure that we get everybody
to do that. Okay.
Project who they are.
My first panel, so thank you.
We want to have time to experience your channel too. We want to experience it all.
Yours too. Okay.
So just to keep it super soft, super brief, I've had a lot of health challenges. I was born with health challenges. And so it has been my life journey to make myself stronger. And as a result of that, and I am strong in body, I'm maybe stronger in my mind. And what I've been gifted is a really strong heart. And combining all three of those, I think that's what landed me the opportunity to sit amongst these beautiful goddesses. And I've learned so much as a result of being on this panel. I can't tell you, but it has shared with me the opportunity to help other women out there understand who they are as a goddess and set boundaries for themselves and cast upon others the love that is inside of them, no matter how it shows up. You know, it's always a fine tuning, as Lisa fine-tuned us. We are on a path to success and just keep moving on that path. So thank you so much for having me here and giving you that little snip.
Well, that was really, really lovely. And now we're going to get to know Michelle. Michelle, are you here with us, love?
Yes. Hi.
Yay! So, Michelle Alba, let everybody know how precious and wonderful you are.
She
Yeah,
is.
I want to just send lots of love out to Mark Becker for having this Goddess panel for the past many, many years. And I've been really grateful to be a part of it. And with these amazing ladies. And so thank you everyone who is here and that sees the value of us talking about the divine feminine. And my background is in basically, I mean, I had trauma in my life as far as sexual trauma and abandonment issues of my father, and all that led me to on a path of discovering self-worth, self-love, and that eventually my journey has led me to realize that I am divine, that we are sacred, and we are miraculous and magical. And so I've transformed my trauma into triumph. And I see how much we're loved by our creator, that we are love. And so my mission, my purpose is to remind us of our essence, that we are loving beings that are powerful beyond measure. And more than ever, because of what's going on in the world, I am shining even brighter and more grateful for my past, grateful for all the suffering, because I know how to navigate and be resilient and thrive. And so I am a guide to remind us of our power, that is what we are.
Now, if you can share with us a little bit on how you project that beautiful goddess energy in your life and your teachings. Michelle.
By loving all of who I am and deciding to be love in action. So I go to compassion, acceptance, love, and forgiveness as my priorities in my thoughts and my actions, and living connected to my body, and that includes my sexual energy. I'm also a Tantra practitioner, and I have a background as a physical therapist, and it led me to discover how much the traditional healthcare model doesn't address that we are energetic vibrational beings, and that our mind impacts our physiology and how we express even our genes. And so I have shifted out of the traditional physical therapy realm into integrating the science with the energy healing. I've studied shamanism a lot with Dr. Joe Dispenza, neuroscience. Everything I do is based, I love science. I love, because soul and science take us to the same place actually. And so I love to do things that are very effective and very sound and safe. And sound therapy is another aspect, tantra, yoga, meditation, breath work. I have I've been in this field for 24 years. I'm 47, and I have learned a lot. And so pretty much I take the gems, and I feel like I'm an alchemist, and I love to make minestrone soup and just really serve people in whatever way my intuition ultimately is what's guiding me. So
how beautiful, how beautiful. I do believe we introduced everybody. Is there anybody on the panel that is here that I missed? I don't believe so. Hello? Okay, fantastic. All right, so if we could, I would love for Jen to do like maybe a 4-minute or a few minute energetic channel, and then we're going to project other aspects of each of our gifts to help women evolve into the goddess aspect of who they are.
Cut me off when I go because I lose time and space. So just bring that to me, okay? So we're just going to take in a nice deep breath here and just bring in the creator energy into our body. There have been, as I've been connecting to each of you here, I have been feeling multiple energies coming through. Of course, the energy of Isis has been rising up since the fall equinox, and she is assisting us into stepping into our sensuality and our sexuality. So what I would like you to do is just focus on that eternal flame that is within, and just bring your breath connecting to that eternal flame, the power of truth. There is Master Hilaron coming into this space, and he is helping with us in the collective and with the people here, blending spirituality and science, but the flame of truth. I want you to feel that flame of truth rising up inside of you. This is the power of truth. This is the power of your voice. And visualizing these masters of light stepping forward here in this space, calling in your guides, your masters. The goddess energy of Isis is very, very hot, so you can feel that. We're going to just bring in her energy a little bit deeper. I'm going to do a little light language symbol just to bring her frequency in. This right here, you are building a sacred temple from within. So just using this symbol, it's the infinite creator, that which you are. Feel the Isis and the goddess energy, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, as she holds both of those energies, this androgynous energy rising up within you in order to be enlightened or to ascend. You need to connect to both of these principles that are within your body. So I am working with you now, friends, helping to integrate even at a deeper cellular level the connection of the divine masculine that is within you and the divine feminine, and integrating it up through your body and out to the source cord. So just take in a nice deep breath. Integration. And when you are ready, simply just open up your eyes. Beautiful. So what I'm getting, a lot of energies are in the group coming forward, but we are in the process of the dissension of spirit in our body. And this is this union. This is the sacred union. I think she was doing this going up, balancing those two energies, the male, masculine, divine, and the feminine, because so long now, for centuries, the patriarchal system has, and mindset has demoted and taken away the power of women. If you think Isis coming through, right? Think about how the ISIS, the terrorist group, has taken a very powerful figure and demoted that energy and has taken that energy down, and wanting to continue to connect and put out fear consciousness and that disconnection to the divine feminine. And we are all awakening now. We're remembering the divine feminine within us and the divine masculine and all of the power that has been stripped from us. Our voice, right? This is Hilaron, the truth, the flame of truth, and our minds being stripped of this. And now we're rising up and stepping forward into that. So this is why it's a collective energy. With the goddess energy is also these incredible masters of light stepping forward as well, the masculine energy, and they're both collectively working with us to build in that androgynous, that harmonious, balanced frequency, if that makes sense.
Yes, thank you so very, very, very much. I want to touch on everybody, but what I wanted to connect with Michelle. Michelle works with Tantra energy, and I think that's a very
The ISIS.
powerful,
Yeah.
yes, and that's a very powerful thing, working with breath, working with the feminine aspect of joy, those oh God moments. If Michelle can touch on that, I'd love that.
Yeah, and when we say we work with Tantra energy, we are energy. We're 99.99999% energy. And so this energy is what we are. It's our essence. It's not something that is from outside of us. And so what I feel is the important message is to realize that we are that. And so just as we breathe oxygen from everything that's alive, right? Everything that's green, it's our nature to be creative. It is our nature to constantly create, and we're very dynamic. And so when we meditate, when we dance, when we connect to the feminine essence, we're allowing ourselves to feel deeply. And so when we think of the divine feminine, it's all about allowing and surrendering and feeling deeply. And so when we do those things, the tantric, this sexual energy that is what we are, it has the opportunity to be expressed even more. And just as when we make love or we are being love, there's more flow. And so we can think of ourselves as this beautiful fountain that is constantly wishing to move and flow. And so the more we surrender and allow ourselves to just have that full experience of whatever it is, you know, whether it's an experience of emotions coming up, whatever the emotions are, embracing and accepting and saying, I'm here for you. That is the key to moving and flowing that sexual energy that wants to create, that wants to be birthed again and again and again. And so I used to be really hard on myself and critical and judgmental, and I didn't even know, I didn't even realize it. And I thought I was spiritual. And so I'm grateful to have learned tantric breathing practices. And I mean, I can share definitely, and I have a yoni healing and sexual empowerment meditation that I share. And I really wish for people to realize that this is our birthright. This is what we are. And so you don't have to learn Tantra to be tantric. You can just really be there for yourself in every moment. But a lot of us don't know how to do that. So it's what you are. I don't want people to think they have to learn Tantra. You are tantric. And it's just, we don't realize it because we're so much in our head, like I was, and critical and judgmental. And then the other aspect is moving, going outside, you know, letting the sun remind us how alive we are. And even if it might be a little windy, we can still be out there no matter what, or if it's too cold. And so being with nature is a really big part of it, and eating food that is real, you know, that comes from the tree or comes from the earth. So
thank you so much. I think there's so many pieces to the puzzle of being a goddess. And now if I can get Jess to come forward. Jess also does beautiful energetic movement. You know, we're going to touch on everybody because each one of you are, all of us are exquisite and wonderful. Now, Jess does it with belly dancing and with yoga and opening up and expressing. Jess, are you with us?
I am.
Please share.
Yeah, so, you know, I loved some of the things that you ladies are touching on, and it is a very multifaceted topic to when we talk about the goddess essence. And I have a group on Facebook called the Goddess Sister Support Group, and I asked them what they wanted me to talk about. And they said they wanted me to talk about how they felt like they needed to be the good mom, the good wife, the good girl. And I thought that was very interesting because to identify as a goddess, to identify as ourselves as a goddess, it's important to realize that we are multifaceted. We're very multifaceted, but in the particular world that we're in now, some of the things about the feminine aspect of consciousness hasn't been honored in a way that is appropriate, or equally honored in a way that's appropriate. Things like nurturing, things like which is essential for life. Let's face it, if the divine feminine within all of us wasn't a nurturing being, there would be no babies and children. There wouldn't be any. You know, preservation, that's another divine feminine aspect, is preserving the resources that we have, preserving our health, preserving relationships, preserving a home as an environment. Protection, the feminine form of protection, which looks a little different than the masculine form. Health, like valuing health in a very spiritual way, in a very sacred way. Compassion, and definitely the sexual energy. The divine feminine sexual energy is different than the sexual energy of men. And the sensuality and how that's different from sexuality, but how women can embody both of them at the same time. And embodiment is one of the practices that that I use very, very extensively with women, specifically when I'm working with couples and relationships. I'll pull the woman aside, be like, hey, you have to embody the goddess, okay? It's time to bring that into the body. There's a lot of spiritual women, I work with spiritual women mostly, are disembodied. You know, they're very connected to their guides, and they're very connected to the etheric realms, and but they're not embodied. And it's really important to get back into the body. And I believe that, you know, you can see my Hathor temple behind me in my office. It very much, she's the goddess of enjoyment and dance and sexuality and even inebriation, a little like letting it all go, you know. But bringing it back into the body is one of the things that is really, really powerful for your health and for your relationships, and with your relationship to yourself and your self-care. That was one of the other things the ladies wanted me to talk about. They asked me to talk more about self-care because I have to call everybody out here, myself included. We need more self-care. That's it. That's it. Sermon over. No. We need more self-care, all of us. If anybody's feeling that, like, you know, that self-care has to come to the top of our priority list, because we can't be these beautiful, radiant beings that we are without it. Without taking care of ourselves, without making ourselves, without valuing, we'll start right there, like having the self-love enough to value ourselves enough to know that we can't continue to nurture and give our beautiful gifts without it. We are like, all of us are, all women are healers. All women are healers. All women are nurturers and preservationists. We all care about the environment and the health of, and well-being of the populace. That's what we do. If you're a mother, that's even 10 times more. You know, you're definitely feeling that. If you're a grandmother, 100 times more. You know, the wisdom keeper grandmothers are holding all of the blood magic, you know, and blood magic is one of the things that connects us all, you know, as women and as women on the planet. The one thing we all have in common, that red thread that runs through all of us, you know. But these things need to be kept sacred, and it's really cool that we're all here together, gathering and bringing more energy to this. Elle, if we have time for a dance break at some point in here, I would love to take everybody through a short little dance break.
Either we'll do it here, or we'll do it when we do the Q&A, because there's so many things that everybody wants to share. Now, if we can go back to Lady Christopher, and if she can kind of connect to that goddess aspect of what she wants to share, because each and every one of us that are here teach and heal and do beautiful processes to help everybody to align to that goddess aspect of themselves. Lady Christopher, are you with us, love?
I'm right here, baby. I'm just in awe of all these fabulous, connected, beautiful women. I just love them all. So I'm just relishing. So that's my self-care, is to relish for women's beauty, because it's so incredible to see empowered women. You know, I was walking around, as Becca said, barefoot at a wine tasting 25 years ago, and nobody was kind of like, there was none of this going on around me, you know. And so it's just so magical. I'm thinking, what can I add, something succinct and fast? And, you know, one of my big loves and expertise is dreams. And we have become become mostly a dreamless society. We used to dream a tribal dream, a community dream, you know, and so you can get with your friends and create a dream to feed and manifest. We can dream for others. So, but a lot of people instantly say, I don't remember my dreams. Well, that's okay. So I would suggest instantly beginning with the mantra all day long, I remember my dreams, I remember my dreams. And the next thing you want to do is be sure you get a journal. You want to write down your dreams. And it's so important because at that point, you begin to access your higher self, the universe, deceased loved ones, elders, everybody, anything that you want, answers to your daytime questions. We're always in a dream, all right? We're always dreaming. So the idea is we can heal in our dreams, and there's so much access and information to the universe within that dream time. It's so fabulous. And so I would say get your dream journal, and when you were just, even if you don't remember anything, pick a title. I woke up with nothing. That's okay, it's a title. I woke up feeling great. I remember the color red. And so instantly you want to write down what you were feeling upon waking up. It's great. Now, I'm a big person of ceremony, offerings. So I'll do offerings like perhaps to Isis or whoever I'm working with at that point that I want to connect with in the dream and put it by my bed. If I'm connecting with somebody in New York, Ellen, let's say you and I decide to connect and meet in a dream. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the landscape we're going to meet in, right? We're going to write the intention. We're going to write it like a letter, stick it in our pillowcase. We're going to pick the date, and every day we're going to work up to it. And then we're going to dream together and get back together until each person both share with each other what we remember of our connection, because our spirits totally fly when we're dreaming. It's great, you know. It's just so fabulous because we connect right back with our guide self. So I studied.
Connect with one more thing that I discussed with you, which was wonderful. And what I was discussing with you is about being comfortable with having fun, being able to play like the dolphins.
Yeah.
You know, remember we were talking about. Are you there, love? Remember we were talking earlier today about how everybody is so caught up in what they have to do next and realities that people forgot to play. Dreams are important. Imagination is important. Going into different realms and playing is infinite, because knowledge comes and information comes in many different ways. But I think that the only limits we can have are the limits we put in ourselves. And if we forget to play, then
playing is so important. And people, well, you know, they're like, I can't do that. What if somebody's watching? Good, bring it on. Like yeah, baby. Like I was walking around barefoot in Boca Raton, Florida 35 years ago with Big Wolf. Like really, I could. Well, what are people, right, Becca? And wearing bindis on my head, you know, going to very nice places. I didn't care because I was having fun. I was being playful. I was discovering all the expressions of who I am in this body and what I can be. And playing is the element to joy, to love, to gratitude, because it's free. It's so playful. And it is. If you get hard times, I'll start singing. So everyone's got a hard time. I'll just start singing. Oh, it's a hard day. I don't know how I'm going to get out of my own way. And then, you know, maybe I'll throw on music. And I can't sing, but I don't care. Like, I have no voice. I love to sing, and I don't care what anybody thinks, you know? So I love that Jess does the dance and the movement, because that helps elevate the vibration to joy. When we're in joy, we get more playful. But also, if we push ourselves to be more playful, we get more joyful.
I love it. I love it. I love it. If we can have Becca share a little bit of what she wants to project, because I know she also does nutrition, she does exercise. If you were to tell a woman to feel that to bring out that aspect of herself, what would you want to say, sweetheart?
Oh my gosh. So one of my number one favorite quotes of all times is adapted from Benjamin Franklin. He says, "Your net worth to the world is usually determined by what remains after your bad habits are subtracted from your good ones." Well, ladies, if we were to take that and bring it to us, your worth to yourself is completely determined by what remains after you take out those bad habits, those bad thoughts, that self-negative conversation, and you are left with high vibrational, positive words about yourself. I am the sticky, can you guys see it? I've got this funky background on. I am the sticky note girl. I love sticky notes. My group, every day, we anecdote some type of philosophy, or I pull a card, and then we write down what we are ready to receive, what we are ready to have in our life. And so I want to ask everybody out there right now, because you know what your truth is, and holding on to that truth. And I've got my truth sitting right here. So my sand dollar brings out truth. On the back of the sand dollar, this is my logo, on the back of the sand dollar is the teeth. Those are the things that gnaw at us, right? Those things in life that gnaw at us, or also sustain us in where we are, and we may be comfortable with that. When you crack open a sand dollar, those teeth, when we crack open ourselves, those teeth look like angels, right? They are soaring doves of peace. So when you crack open yourself and you empty out that luggage that you have been carrying around, from ancestral to parental to teachers to relatives and friends, and God knows advertising, when we do away with all that stuff, we are left with the mightiness of who we are and what we're supposed to be. And so on the front of the sand dollar, I don't know if you can see it, there's Swarovski crystals. And that's where we bring in and we manifest that which we want in our life. So I'm all about, yes, I'm this fitness girl with the nutrition, but it comes down to who we are and how we're showing up. And we were talking about through later Christopher and some of the other beautiful goddesses out here on how we bring up our joy and how we bring up our vibration. Well, I don't know about you, but when you work out, you get workout brain, right? And in 17 minutes, you're there she goes. You are thinking about your breath. You are supporting your goddesses. You are supporting your highest well-being. You're supporting your temple. Is that not the highest level of self-love and giving yourself? Who doesn't deserve 17 minutes a day? Who can't knock down 17 minutes a day? Yes, yes, yes. And they're only 40 seconds. So this is something that has been and divinely gifted to me. I couldn't make this up even, and if I tried. Funny story came about when I was working with an accountant, and every year, I'm going to make this super fast. Every year, my schedule with him would get tighter and tighter because he got more and more clients. And he would say to me, "Becca, I can't work out today." All right, so this went on, and finally I said to him, "Okay, we're not going to do an hour workout. We're going to do 30 minutes. And he goes, "Okay, I'll do 30 minutes. And then he came down and he's like, "I'm so busy, I can't." I said, "Okay, we're going to do 17 minutes, but I'm going to charge you for an hour." He goes, "Let me get out my calculator. You're going to charge me for an hour, and I'm only going to get 17 minutes. I said, "Here's the deal. I'm going to give you back your life. I'm going to give you back the time. The most precious thing that anybody can have is their time. But you're going to be dedicating this time, and we're going to make it so succinct and so supportive that you're going to have the same results." He goes, "Whatever you say, Becca." I said, "Here's the deal. If it doesn't work out, I'll give you back all your money." As a result of it being the best program I've ever created, it took legs, and now I created these bands that go with it. So I ship these to people all over the world. They meet me on Zoom, or they work out one-on-one. And it is the most amazing, impactful, supportive. Lady Christopher, yes, yes. I think Michelle's got them. A couple of goddesses, maybe not on this panel, but other goddesses, many goddesses, hundreds of goddesses around the world have these. And it's so amazing for me to be able to impact women's lives and show them how they can impact their own lives and bring up their own net worth and support themselves in a simple, easy way of strengthening their mind, their body connection. And of course, we bring in the spiritual realm. And so I want to ask everybody out there, wherever you are on your journey, point to your true north and understand where it is, where your gap is, where you are now, and what you really want. Pick out one thing that you really want that you're not hitting your target on. So you're here, but you want to be here. So what are you ready to do to close that gap and meet yourself at your true north? There's lots of reasons. There's 13 scientific reasons why we fail ourselves. And certainly I'm not going to take over the next 45 minutes here, but I'm happy to go over and discern that with anybody who wants to understand why they keep failing their goals themselves, but succeeding in business and doing things for others. This is the time, you guys, we are given this amazing time to have to be a little bit more quiet in our homes. The introvert in me absolutely loves it, but the extrovert in me wants to shout out to all of you guys. Now is your time. This is the best time. There's never been a better time than now. I want you to write down that one thing that you are ready to close your gap on, that you know. And we're not waiting to New Year's. We don't do New Year's resolutions. We do resultations, and we state them now. So what's that one thing you want to do? Where do you want to be? And I want you to write down whatever steps are necessary to get there, and make it non-negotiable, because you are your non-negotiable asset. There is nobody else worth that but you.
God bless. That was exquisite, wonderful, and incredible. Bringing out the goddess in you is learning how to love you, strengthen you, empower you. And the better you feel, the better you breathe, the more you're taking time to enjoy the blessings of life. Whether it's dance, whether it's working out, whether you make sure that whatever you're putting in your body, whether it's in your mind or in your mouth, that it's of the light, that it's loving.
Amen. You know? What you nourish your mind and your body with is the result of you. If you're feeding yourself crap and you're a Ferrari, your Ferrari is gonna tank. So what you put in, what you fuel yourself with, right? Mind and what you think about. And listen, sometimes we wake up with these racing thoughts. We wake up with these negative thoughts. I'm not here to say that doesn't happen to me either. Like, yes, that's why I can teach it so well, because I wrote the book on negative thinking, right? I was there. I was in the doldrums. I actually, 2010, after 3 crazy things happened to my life in 90 days, I was thinking, I wasn't thinking, I told God it was time for me to come home. And he surprised me and he said, no, you're not coming home yet. This is what you're going to do. And I put it on a business card, and voila, I started a whole new life. So from advertising and adversities to taking those adversities and turning them into my advantages. So I'm really blessed to be here. And if there is anybody out there who's having a hard time, especially during these holidays, I offer free consultations with you. So please tap in. I left a lot of information on how to navigate and be supportive to each other. Becca T. on Fit is my name all around. Power Bands is my brand. And I'm offering free classes and free sessions all through November and December to de-stress yourself and give you that time to put back into yourself. So come on, let's do it.
Much love. I want to make sure we touch on everybody. We have a beautiful essence of light, Lisa. Lisa, are you still with us, sweetheart?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, love. Hey, gorgeous essence of light. Is there something that you want to share, sweetheart?
Yes, I'm so happy to hear everyone's dreams and passion, etc. Yes. Because when we are excited, if we feel great, it means our higher self guiding us. Yes, you are right direction. And if you feel, oh no, I don't like this, or we feel fear is the higher self telling, it's not that direction, or learning quickly to graduate and move to do what you want to do. And so I think there are two different things for something you like. You have a talent without effort. So you can make money with, you can do something you like. And also, you are not really good, but you love to do that. Like, I'm not a great dancer, but I love to dance. We have a group called Goddess Dancers. So I was learning like a geisha dance, Japanese dance, um, belly dance, Egyptian dance, and also the Shakti dance is very, very beautiful with the philosophy like a yoga dance. So, yes, so we start invite friends in the moon, new moon, full moon, etc. Everyone can donation and the donation give to help the children, etc. So that is the passion, not my talent, but I love to do that. So these two things, but when I'm doing for a long time, 10 years, more than 20 years now. So that's talent and my passion I like. I was not so good, but coming together and getting close. So that makes the business also. So play, joy, business, and with my talent, I can help the other people or help the world. I'm like a acupuncture, a medical Qigong energy healer, but all start to combine with dancing, healing, mantra, etc. In the beginning I learned so many different spirituality, but something it was not good for me. I didn't like in the beginning, but it's coming now. So please continue if you feel you are not good for that, but if you continue, maybe not this life, but next life we can continue. And just spread your love, light, and joy, and play, and dance. And I would like to invite you to dance
Thank
together.
you. What a
Thank
gorgeous delight you are. You are such a beautiful essence of goddess energy. And I want to touch bases on as well with Jen. Jen, can you please come back and please share a little bit of more of your light because you.
Well, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, baby doll. There you
Well,
go.
I want to touch on a couple of things. So many beautiful, such beautiful energy here, and everybody is just contributing just so much information and just beautiful information. The divine feminine, as we know, is the wisdom of the heart, and it is that initiation that leads towards the ascension of the light. And, you know, I wanted to touch on a little bit about, like Becca was saying about, you know, healing the body, the mind, and the spirit. And I think Michelle was talking about it, and Goddess Jess, like all of your sharings and wisdom, they all flow into one another. And the power behind our cycles is so magnificent that I have done a ritual where I have taken a cycle blood and put it on the outside of my yard, and you can bring in that goddess energy, and you're anchoring in your DNA into the land. I mean, and you're awakening, I got chills, awakening that feminine heart and that wisdom that is contained within your blood flow. So that is something that you can do. The power of creation with Isis is building this sacred temple. And what she was saying in the fall equinox, along with Master Serapis Bey, Becca, you're definitely connecting to his energy, and Master Hilaron, the truth. When you were talking about the flame of truth, you were bringing that in, right? And the voice of truth. But Serapis Bey is helping us to bridge between heaven and earth and this physical body. He is, you might want to connect with him. He really brings forth this powerhouse, this motivation, this determination. So along with this goddess energy, you're building up this sacred temple. And they said the way you do this is through forgiveness. The whole Opono was something I've been working with the moon, the new moon energy for the whole cycle of the month, to forgive ourselves. This is where it starts. You know, we're always thinking, okay, oh, I have to forgive this person, but there's two of you that are dancing in that lesson. And a lot of times we do think we're just I'm gonna forgive this person, but it really is about forgiving us, forgiving ourselves, having selfless love, not selfish. I teach this in Reiki, selfless love towards ourselves, building that sacred temple. And when Isis was coming in, she was talking about, and Mary Magdalene, pay attention, this is another major, major energy, 222, healing the inner child, how we connect to that joy. A lot of people might say, well, how do I be joyful? You have to heal. You have to forgive yourself. And the more that you start doing that and healing the inner child with Mary Magdalene, the Blessed Mother, stepping into your power with Isis, having this beautiful union, these are the things that are needed in order to really embody the divine feminine. It really starts with healing yourself and healing all of this. And Isis was also talking about that, you know, with, I think, Michelle with the tantric. I love that because you are bringing in this creation energy. A lot of people are just thinking, okay, sex is an act. You're having the male principle, you're having the, you know, the female, you're uniting in that space, right? And you create in Manifesta a human. But what you're doing is, if you look at it from a universal level, you're taking that union of the male principle and the female principle, and you're creating. And this is that integration that we all need. This is what we're all working towards, this union, this temple. You're building the sacred temple, right? The mind, body, and spirit. You can't do it without integrating the male principle and the female principle. And if you think about, even like in the Kabbalah, right? They in the mystery school of the Kabbalah, they talk about, you know, where the male principle is the line and the female is the, you know, the circle, right? What is that? Those are all geometric shapes. That's the creation, the Metatron's cube that is within all of us. So I could just keep on going on about you
are absolutely incredible and beautiful. And to know Jen, she channels and she does all kinds of gorgeous things that she does on Facebook and all kinds of other different locations. So it's really important for everybody that is here or who is watching to really connect with each and every goddess that is here, because it can definitely amp up your life.
Every single one brings such an incredible thing to the table. It is, and it's all mind, body, and spirit. We are all bringing in such a universal, you know, collective energy. So it's just beautiful.
Wow. I'm not even sure how much time we have left. If our beautiful...
we have about 20 minutes.
We do.
Yes.
So if we can have Jess do a little bit of that energetic dance, that would be beautiful. And then we'll do some sort of an energetic...
Oh, yes. I would love to.
Okay.
I would love to do that. Yeah, so one of the things that is, I find that's one of the fastest ways to just drop into that goddess energy, just really connecting it to the body, is also connecting to our energy system. So everybody here is probably familiar with the chakra system, but that energetic system can get blocked by various different things. They say 1 in 4 women have been like sexually assaulted or abused. And I say, that's just the one woman that said something. I bet one of those other 3 women aren't even talking about it. So that's one of the things that many, many women have experienced on some level. And if they haven't experienced that, they've probably experienced some kind of medical procedure or birth trauma or something that was that locks different types of negative feelings towards the body. There's like all kinds of, someone else was touching on transgenerational wounding, and we all carry that as women. Like I was saying before, it's just some of the things that make us goddesses are the very aspects of nurturing, of preservation, of compassion and caring are the very things that aren't really valued. Unfortunately, not as much as it should be. It is valued, certainly by all the beautiful people here. But anyway, one of the things that I feel that we can do very quickly to clear that is to physically move the body. And often to create change, we actually have to move differently. The physical body is like the only thing that we're going to actually, like, I encourage everybody right now, just like start touching their bodies nicely, like any which way, like anyway, yeah, touch your breasts, like whatever. just touching, like even your hands, or just rubbing your hands on your legs, just making full contact with the body, and just like really just loving yourself, just creating pleasure for yourself in something just gentle and sweet. But yeah, so I think it would be really fun. I'm going to pin my own video so I can see myself. And I'm going to invite you to stand up. So I'm gonna put a little bit of music on, make sure that I think I might have to adjust my camera just a little bit to be standing. Let's see if that's good. Yeah, that looks okay. Maybe a little bit lower. So I invite you to stand up. We've been sitting a little bit. I'm gonna put on a little bit of music for us. I didn't have it prepared, so forgive me, just give me a moment, but I would love for you to stand about a little wider than hip width apart. So standing hip width apart, let's choose.
Oh, we're seeing Mark right now. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, standing up.
Sorry,
All right, so just standing about hip width apart and then a little bit wider. I'm gonna take bending the knees and then tilting the pelvis forward. We're gonna take a wide stance. I don't usually do this for dance, but we're gonna do it this time. A little wider, and just opening up the feet, just spreading out the toes and then lifting them up and then dropping them down. Just kind of like extra foundation of the feet. Just really feeling like we're standing on our own 2 feet, which is something that's really important for us as women to feel. And then bending the knees. Let's bend them a little deeper. Let's get a little lower. Tilt the pelvis slightly forward and then lift the chest. So we're separating the upper part and the lower part of the body. But we're feeling really powerful and grounded. Let's just breathe in through an open mouth and exhale through an open mouth. And just imagine that you're opening up the central channel. This isn't a normal breathing technique, but I want you to just feel like your cervix, just like open, just everything just open. Take the arms up overhead with a nice deep in-breath, and let's keep the arms nice and wide, straightening the legs. And then if you can, come up onto the balls of your feet, rising up. Doing it. Ooh. Tense. Use the muscles in your legs. Tense up your calves, your thighs, your abdominal muscles. Squeeze them. Now squeeze the pelvic floor. We're kind of closing it now. Bringing the shoulders back. Spreading the fingers as wide as they will go. Beautiful. Bring the hands up overhead. And let's just look to one side. And then look to the other side, sliding the head. Knowing that you can see opportunities, inspiration, and solutions everywhere. Let's take the head forward and back. Let's take it into a circle. For fun, widen the eyes when your head comes forward, and then look to the side when your head goes to the side, and then when your head comes back, squint your eyes a little, like. Just activating this part of the body, the expression on the throat and also the third eye by moving these eyes around. Lower the hands and give the head a full rotation. Opening up the throat. See if you can open up your mouth a little bit and do some exhales through the mouth. Let's reverse the head in the opposite direction. Now they found that there are cells in the throat that are exactly the same as the vagina. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? How important is this?
Oh, baby, baby.
All right, let's take the shoulders up, followed by the elbows, and then followed by the wrists. Gonna open up your wings, goddesses. All these winged goddesses in here. Really make this movement powerful. Use a little bit of resistance, like you're actually lifting yourself up by your wings. You can come up onto the balls of your feet and come down if you want. That's it. Let's bring the hands back down, just like turning the hands at the wrist, just having them doing something. I'm gonna take the hip out to the side and then twist it back. And then shift the weight to the opposite side and then twist it back. Shift and twist. Shift and twist. You're making a figure eight with the hips. And right in the center of the figure eight, where they connect, is your womb space. So whether you still have your womb or not, it's the energetic matrix of creation. Whether you create life or a project or beautiful art, it's the matrix of creation, and you have that cellularly built into your body. Your body's magic. So what Becca was talking about before, that thing that you want, where you're here and you want to be over there, imagine you're creating it. Create space in your womb, in your body, in your core for these things that you want. Let's see if we can just bring it in just a little bit closer. Make it go a little faster for fun. And then placing the feet back down, this time hip width apart, lift up those toes, spread out those feet nice and the toes wide, and then lower them down. And then kind of grip on with the toes, just a little, like an animal, almost like you can feel like the inside of the toe lift up. It's called short foot or smart foot. I'm gonna bend one hip. I'm gonna hold my hips so you can see them. Bend one knee and then the other as fast as you can. You're gonna start to feel your body jiggle. This is good. You've been taught that it wasn't, but it's good. All the soft parts of women are what make us magic. Let it shake. It's also a really great cardio workout. And you can have a whole lot of fun.
Thank you.
And exhale it out.
Got
Thanks
this
for
part
playing.
down.
I think that all these gorgeous goddesses are showing examples of happiness, of joy, of celebrating the essences of who we are. And from the sexual aspect to the emotional aspect, to every beautiful piece of who we are. And what was also gorgeous is when we heard Lisa with that sound, that beautiful ting that I felt like opened up our energy centers as well. So when I was talking to earlier with Lady Christopher, we had put something out there where we were like, kind of like, what do you call it? Like Spider-Man, you know, and we all do healing with our hands. And if we were able to envision us with our hands sending out love for the people out there that need love and support and guidance, may they find a beautiful aspect within themselves to tune into connecting with one of us, to know that they are supported and loved, and that they're divinely perfect just as they are, and sending out beautiful energy. There you go, love. Lady Christopher, would you want to share something that everybody should send out in the beautiful prayer?
That which is needed will be sent out. So each goddess will know what the feeling is that she's being pulled and drawn to send out. So whether it's playfulness, joy, peace, love, healing, balance, sexual balance, you know, gender balance, masculine, yin yang, feminine. You need physical healing, spiritual healing. We will trust our and honor each other's intuition on what we will be sending out. the receivers receive. So you know what you're calling in from us. And then we'll take it as the spiders. We'll send that out across our beautiful planet. So anybody who's linked in with that same thing that they need healing, they too shall receive it. So somebody just walked down this
web of healing.
going to go, wow, what was that?
I'm sorry. And you know what? If every goddess can project what they want to send in that web of light around the earth. So Lady Christopher, if you can send out, which I think you already did, but even more, one more word of power of love that you want to send out around the earth and around each individual that's connecting with us. And even if they're not.
The power of love.
Yeah.
The power of love.
Beautiful. Goddess Jen?
Joy. The power of joy.
God bless. Becca, Goddess Becca?
Non-judgmental. Don't judge yourself.
Yes. Goddess Jess?
Self-care, my sisters, more self-care. Please take care of yourself in the way that brings you the most joy and you get the most bang for your buck. It's one of the things I help women do is coach them on exactly specifically what would move the needle the most in their self-care. It's different for everybody, but self-care, whatever that means to you, please, more. We need you at your highest frequency possible.
Goddess Michelle?
You remember as the hummingbird to see everything as a divine and sacred opportunity.
And joy.
Play, love, play.
That each one of us is a beautiful divine instrument, playing their own beautiful song, and to honor that, to honor our uniqueness, and to really just be free to play, whatever that means. To see everything is just a big playground, a big divine playground where we get to remember our natures to be love. And I love you all, and I'm so grateful for us. I wish we could meet every Friday night right here.
Maybe we should.
I love that we get to dance with the divine masculine feminine, that we are all of that. And so I want to send so much love to all of us that we may be like this and just continue to play between these polarities and this balance. And this is what I see for the world, where we have a healthy masculine, a healthy feminine, and we can all really be those beautiful goddesses flying around the world.
And on that note, Lisa, can you share your love, sweetheart?
Peace, love, light, and gratitude. Wishing joyful artistic life and radiant and blissful spiritual growth in the paradise of the goddess. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love each and every one of you. You are all exquisite. And I love anybody that had tuned in to connect with such gorgeous goddess energy. Thank you for your love, for tuning in. Thank you for all the beautiful goddesses that are here. I did touch every goddess here because I got so into the energy. I have Becca, I have Lisa, I have everybody, right? Jen, I connected with you, right? Okay, yeah. God bless.
God bless.
Thanks to the men that were here holding that male energy for us, holding this sacred space for us women too. I love that we had some men here tonight.
We usually do with the Goddess Panel, and usually they get to ask questions that we have to answer.
Oh, okay.
So next time.
Daniel was wonderful and gorgeous because earlier he spoke about the masculine energy, and he is a beautiful aspect of light that is so gorgeous as well. I mean, the God aspect, both of them are so important because we each hold that energy, and that's just a celebration of light, which we all are. So
thank you so much, Ellen, for hosting and being the moderator. Amazing job.
Amazing. Being amazing.
So honored to be here with all you goddesses. And Ellen, so nice to meet you. And Jess and Jen. Wow.
Girlfriend.
Lisa, I love you.
Like I get to see Melissa.
Let's connect together.
Thank you, Ellen. Great to be sharing with you, Jen and Jess. So awesome. So beautiful. Thank you. Infinite love and gratitude. Infinite love and gratitude.
Infinite love.
Infinite love and
everybody
gratitude.
that is on this panel has put in the chat all their information, so nobody misses a beat to how gorgeous you guys are, so they can connect. And Annette, how much time do we have, sweetheart? Do we have a few more moments? Annette?
Yes, you have a few more moments. I think we might be the last panel. So if anybody has any last parting words, feel free to take some more time. I mean, go for it.
So we're not going to go to another room afterwards?
You can, if you want to just everybody give a last minute parting word, and then you can meet in the networking group after this.
Okay, all righty.
Go to another
chance first. What room is the networking room?
I'm going to look it up right now.
Okay, all right. So if anybody has been watching, understanding and realizing that what the God and Goddess aspect is celebrating each and every moment, celebrating you, and the more you raise your vibration, you're able to be that beautiful beacon of light to everybody else. And how magnificent, special, and the impact that you project so affects everything and everyone around the globe. So please, never stop projecting your light, your love, and know how magnificently precious and important you are. And if any time you feel a low moment, contact one of these incredible goddesses or myself, because we are all here for you in magical, fabulous ways, whether it's movement, whether it's nutrition, whether it's someone to talk to, whether it's going through a healing process of letting go of lower vibration. It doesn't matter, because we're all these beautiful energy on this earth realm, and we become sponge every once in a while, that sponge that absorbs other people's icky. So to cleanse and clear it, play, dance, and let it the hell go. Anybody else?
You're all so beautiful and powerful, and it's such a gift to be alive, to just keep looking at, like the hummingbird. I mean, this says it all right here. See the sweetness in every opportunity. Everything is a gift. Everything. We are gifts, and everything is a celebration. No matter what's happening, this has helped me a lot.
I loved it. Wow, that was beautiful, Michelle. Does everybody want to go to the room in case anybody that was here wants to ask any questions?
You have to teleport us, but
unless you want us to play right here, and we're open to play right here and give more love. What is that? What is your hand, Annette? What is that, sweetheart? What does that mean?
Room number 6.
For networking, if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But if we have the room, if anybody has any questions for any of the panelists, I guess we can take some questions then, if you're going to let us speak.
Questions right now here, right? If anybody has a question,
I'll do it here. Okay.
You can do it here until they kick us out.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to add, can I add something?
Please do.
You know, a lot of what is being cleared right now with the divine masculine is shame, fear, right? So we all have people in our life, you know, the males in our life who are really moving through such transformation. And this is why we are usually awakened and in relationships with men or friends with men who are very much connected and rooted in the 3D, because we are helping, you know, to guide and to break these, help them with the intuitive heart of the divine feminine, because the divine feminine has always known. She always knows what is needed. So I am sure that there are many people who are with someone or know somebody that's with someone who might not be awakened, who is moving through those very deep layers of the divine male holding on, and we're helping them to connect to the divine feminine that's within them, because that's what they need, that guidance. So all of us here, I am sure, have moved through many of those layers. First we have to heal ourselves, which is what I've mentioned. I like, when I was younger, you know, I had gotten breast implants, and I was at that place. I just had them removed 2 months ago, and am in a incredible rebuilding and awakening, even within more layers of awakening. But part of our roles here is to heal those aspects of self-worth, self-love. We were touching on that. And when we become awakened and empowered, we can help the masculine to awaken to their divinity, to their sacredness, to their power, and to their hearts. So I just wanted to share that's like a big thing that a lot of us, you might not even be, you know, outwardly knowing that you're doing this, but your presence, you're sharing your stories, going through your healing process, you raise your vibration, and the ones that you are around, they start to raise up. So kudos to all of us who have been doing the death and the rebirth and the healing of self-love and self-worth, working with our inner child and the shadow self, and integrating and really working our asses off. We've all worked our asses off to get to where we are right now, so we can be this essence of light, of this love, of this wisdom, to help now the divine masculine that is still holding on, right? We know that it's still holding on, but there's so many that are ready to break on through. And I'm honored to be on this planet, I'm sure as you guys all are, to be a part of this and to assist with all of this. So it is a great honor to walk with all of you, because I know we've all have had our share of trials and triumphs too. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Jen. You are a breathtaking light, as well as every gorgeous goddess on this panel. And this is 2020, this year, which is seeing the 2020 vision of what's real and what's not real, and becoming in alignment of what it is that we need to raise up into that higher vibration of that God, goddess self, you know, to create the inner happiness, the inner love, the inner worth, the inner aspect of knowing that we all matter tremendously. And you know what? If we do have the time for Jen to do a channeling, I mean, that would be exquisite. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah, were there any questions? Did any of the gentlemen have questions?
Daniel?
Gods amongst us
I
have
don't
questions?
see in the chat.
I'll look in the chat real quick.
I just went through the entire chat. I did not find any questions. So for anybody that's out there.
Well, Jen can channel then. Woo!
Go, baby, go do this stuff, sweetheart.
This is the fun part. This is where you get to ask us anything. And we answer truth or dare.
Truth or dare. Yeah. Well, the truth, the Spirit's been talking to me about this. We are in the year of light. All right. So, and the soul truth is going to be more focused on this year. So I think that's why in the first channel, they were talking about, that flame of truth, right? So a lot of us are going to be even go into higher levels of our own truth and helping to awaken people of their truth, especially the divine male, right? The masculine. So that's going to be a big thing that we're going to be doing in 2021. So of course we've had to go through the muck, right? All of us, right? So if there's no question,
free, right?
yeah, if there's no questions, we can I could do just like an open channel and see what comes through for everybody, because yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah, baby.
Well, while she gets ready, I just want to say thank you tremendously for getting to know all of these beautiful, beautiful, wonderful essences of light once again. Jen, are you there, sweetheart?
I am.
I want to let you guys know that normally after we do a panel that you guys move to another room for Q&A. So now you can actually start Q&A.
Okay.
What do you mean all breakout rooms are going to close in 6 seconds? Why would that happen?
6 seconds?
Oh,
that was wild.
Well, that was some energy, Jen. You just get ready to channel and bingo, all the electronics go down.
So
Mark's like, where are we?
You blew up the internet.
So we're all back, and please feel free, Jen, to go right back into that place you were going to go a moment ago, because we before we get moved again.
That was so great.
But it's to show that we are multidimensional and we can go to whatever place we choose. And that's
to a different universe.
I just get a kick out of Mark about his what's happening.
Where are we?
Where are we?
We're back, baby.
There, I say that all the time, every day. What reality am I in?
That's sweet.
All right.
Well, as Lady Christopher did point out, we are in a dream state, so wherever you want to be.
That we are. Yes.
Exactly.
You get to go wherever you want.
Exactly. That's the freedom, right? Oh, I feel so many angels coming in right now. Daniel, you have great angelic energy, my friend.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Oh,
He does, definitely.
So for anybody who got in this room by accident, this is the Goddess Panel, and we're going to do an exercise. If you like to stay, please feel free. If you don't want to stay, then just feel free to go somewhere else. But she's going to do something special in the Goddess Room. It's open for men too, so we hope you enjoy. Sorry for the interruption.
Daniel, do you connect with Saint Germain? Do you work with Saint?
Not consciously, I suppose. I am connected to people who work with them quite heavily, and I've been introduced to wisdom traditions that are deeply connected to Saint Germain.
Yeah,
and,
he's huge right now, and you're going to bring this energy forward in this group. So thank you. The violet ray, just incredible. We're going to work with that. But when we collect in this energy, right, there is, look at, what is that, a cat that she's holding on to? Oh, beautiful. So each person brings forth an energy. So I might go off a little bit into bringing in different energies. Even the galactic energies, they will come forward of whoever's bringing that in. So we're just going to kind of get into this space, what we were doing yesterday. And just, I want you to feel, that's all. I want you to just receive in your heart, because whatever it is that you need at this time, like Daniel, you might have more of a connection now moving forward with Saint Germain in a different aspect. and working with that frequency. So that's why his energy just kind of surged in and zoomed in right to you. So whatever it is that you need, you're going to receive. So if you guys want, you can just close your eyes, because I want you to connect to the heart that is within your chest. Closing your eyes. I'm just going to use my little shaman drum here just to bring in the focus to the heart. And I just want you to take in a nice deep breath and go deeper into your heart space. This is the sacred soul heart, the sanctuary of your heart. And we travel multidimensionally through your heart. So just breathe into the heart. Calm the body, calming the mind. And we're going to open sacred space. And when we open this sacred space, it allows for these magical, transformative energies to enter into our energy bodies, and it helps to shift our energies, raise our vibrations, and then we connect in this one space, this one heart, this one cosmic heart that we all connect to here. So going deeper into the heart space, seeing this beautiful golden spiral light in your heart. And this spiral is contained within each of us. And I want you to see this spiraling energy coming out of your heart and entering into each person here. Whether you have visually seen them or you are just feeling them, just setting that intention to send out your sacred essence of your heart, spiraling out to every person and just blessing them with gratitude, blessing them with love, unconditional love from your sacred soul, from your sacred heart. Calling forth all the angelic beings to come forward, the galactic beings of light, the ascended masters, the white brotherhood, and all of their guides, the animal guides, loved ones, your guidance team. Invite them in. And just let the sound of the drum connect you to the hearts of every person here, to the heartbeat of the earth. Feel the beat of the earth rising up through your body, anchoring into your heart space. And we're going to travel to the higher realms here, all of us. And we're going to do so with the light of our hearts. So feel the light of your heart now going upward, moving up through the body, coming out of the crown, moving up to the higher chakras, moving up your God source cord. You are connected to the earth by the beat of your heart, but now you're moving up to the higher dimensions. See your light body just taking off through the heart that moves you up to these higher realms. And we're going to travel up to our cosmic sun, our earth sun. See your light body. See your light body moving up to the sun. Place yourself now in the energy, the healing energy of the sun. Feel the radiance surging through you, purifying you, releasing that what no longer serves. This is a place where you can renew your spirit, renew your body, renew your mind. Breathe in that fire, that light, that flame that moves through you, burning away all that doesn't serve. And we're now going to go even higher. You are fully rooted and anchored into the Earth Star through the beat of your heart. You are at the midway station of our beautiful sun, connecting, feeling the rays ignite you. See yourself now lift off the light body, moving higher into the higher realms, where we're going to travel to the beautiful, beautiful dimensions, the higher dimensions. And we're going into the Andromedan galaxy. Oh, see this beautiful energy swirling around the collective group, the beautiful colors of silver, of pink and violet that envelops your consciousness and your body, your light body, as you move through this vortex into the Andromedan energy. Many masters of light are stepping forward. We have the energies of Melchizedek coming forward, working with awakening deeper truths within us. Of course, the Andromedan energy, as we become free in our movement, free in our divine expression. These two energies surging through you now. Connect deeper to the Andromedan energy. They hold a space of absolute balance and freedom. Feel yourself being fluid. You are liquid starlight. You are liquid light. You are fragments of the stars, all contained within your body, within your mind. The Andromedan energy helps you to have balance, balancing between the shifting reality and the shifting energies here on earth, as you are all being anchored and you are the bridge. You are the light bridgers, the ones who have come forth at this set and time. Feel that resonance moving through, seeing the spiral energy of the Andromedan consciousness moving through each of you, the spiral light coming down through your body, breaking away all that no longer serves. So just breathing in that transmission of light, the light of codes, the light of creation moves through your body, freeing you from all bondage. As the light bearers, as the light bridgers, you will be stepping into a new role, an elevated role of what you have known prior to this very day. And you are ready, my friends. You are ready to take action, to be spirit in action. You have merged matter spirit into your body, and you now encompass the true meaning of God, creation, of all that is. Can you feel that freedom, my friends? Feel that freedom within, just surging through you, taking you to the next point of your soul's evolution. Just breathe that in. Okay. Feeling a lot of energy coming into the crowns. Archangel Ariel is stepping forward. The wind. You are all speakers of the earth wind. She has been working with each of you collectively, whether you are aware of it or not. She has awakened all of you to the angelic rainbow rays of light, placing now over your energy fields the beautiful rainbow light frequencies moving down, moving down into the essence, the container of your body. So just breathe that in, integrating that into your body now. Becoming that unified pillar of light. So many of you very connected to the elemental energy, bringing in the fairy goddesses, the elemental energy. You are earth gridders. And actually, many of you work at night to grid the earth. Many of you travel to different places of earth. This is the Andromedan energy also coming in your freedom, because you need freedom to move throughout the earth as your seed, your light is planted into the earth grid. This will continue to build for you. Feeling the beautiful energies of the fairies dancing around each of you in laughter and in joy. And they are happy to be walking with you. And for those who might not particularly connect with their energies, you will be awakened to this during this transmission here tonight, connecting deeper into the elemental energy, into the fairy realms. Listen, they want you to listen to their bells, to their sound, to their laughter that you hear being carried upon the wind. The voice of the earth that moves through me, that moves through you, that moves through every living thing on this planet. Beautiful ones, breathe in this rainbow light, breathe in this fairy light. And now I see each of you turning into a beautiful tree. The tree that is within each of you. See your roots now, friends, moving down into the earth, going deeper and deeper into the earth star. Feel your limbs reaching up to the sky. You are this container of God energy, and your human body, your container, which is the tree of life, is bringing down this energy, this joy, this freedom, this love, this creation, creator energy down through your vehicle, the tree of life, that which you are, and anchoring it now, my friends, into the earth. So they are now infusing this energy within your body. Take in and feel your hearts open as you receive this transmission of light codes. Now the Palladian energy is moving into the space, connecting you deeper and deeper into the energy. Profound joy. Feel the profound joy moving up through the essence of your tree. And you are bridging this joy, this laughter, this childlike essence from these higher realms into the earth realms. We have Mary Magdalene stepping forward into a group. There is a beautiful soul here, very connected to Magdalene's energy and the energies of Christ, working collectively, bringing in this twin flame energy interconnection between the two, hosting them in your physical body. So the light of Magdalene coming through, awakening deeper levels of divine wisdom. Feel the essence of Christ and Magdalene moving through your body, the divine male, the divine feminine. Perfect integration in the body, feeling the energies ignited on both sides of your body, and see this beautiful sacred tree intermingling, connected. The infinite energy, the infinite light, the divine essence of all that is within you. Breathe in the light, our friends. We are now flowing in the same space of creation. I'm feeling the energies of beautiful Archangel Metatron coming in. He is now placing over the tops of your crown the beautiful Star of David, the Merkaba. Each of you already connect to this. In fact, you are that vehicle of this creation. But those of you who are here tonight connect personally to this very sacred symbol. Breathe in the energies of Metatron as the cube moves down through your vehicle, anchoring this sacred symbol, the symbol of all creation within your body. This is the vehicle that helps you to travel through the light body. With this transmission, we're going to move you higher up into a level of your light body because you are now ready. Your higher self has positioned you and gathered you here in this one space for your receiving of this transmission because you are ready to move up into the next level of your light body. Feeling the pains in the heart right here being released within the male side of many who are joining in this space. So just allow this transmission to releasing this trauma, releasing resentment and fear that is being held at the cellular level, which is needed to be released in order for you to ascend to the next level, dear ones. So just breathe in, please. Just breathe in. So just feel that energy moving in and shifting in your energy body and seeing the light bursts, seeing many light bursts, the angelic light bursts bursting from your body, and more of you, the essence of you, is spreading out into the universe and blanketing now, seeing it blanketing down from the Andromeda galaxy down into the earth. This is all part of the beautiful essence of who you are, of each person that is here, and this beautiful rainbow light moving down like fairy dust over the earth, friends. You are all so beautiful, so gracious, graceful. Breathe in now. Breathe in and allow that integration. Feeling the beat and the pulse of the universe inside, alive inside of you. The pulse. And we're going to begin to travel back down the light body, moving back down from Andromeda, integrating the Andromedan energy, the Palladian energy, as you move down these dimensions and portals through the rays of the sun. Anchor now into the sun. Feel the illumination of your bodies, as this is the integration point of these high frequencies to anchor in. As you begin in a few moments to continue to travel down through the sun ray, see the light body traveling back down into the earth. See it moving back down into your physical vehicle. Seeing the tree of life coming together and integrating with the physical. Moving down to the earth now. Feeling and connecting fully to the physical body. Connecting once again to the heartbeat of your heart. Feeling the arms. Feeling your hands. connecting to the hips, to your buttocks, now your legs, traveling down that awareness, connecting to the physical feet, the toes, and now feel once again the floor beneath your feet, feeling the earth, all the while feeling that connection to the heart, and in the heart of the galactic, the universe, the cosmic heart, the central part of your heart, and then to the heart of the earth. This trinity that is formed between you, and you are the center divine. Breathe in, bring back your awareness.
Thank you, Jen. That was breathtaking.
Just opening up your eyes. Beautiful.
That was so beautiful.
So very high, I'm shaking. So if anybody wants to share anything, but there were incredible, who is the Mary Magdalene Christ energy? Like, who really resonates with that? Is it you, Ellen? Because I saw you. Oh, wonderful light that you were bringing in. And the Andromedan energy, who's connecting to that? Do you guys connect to the Andromedan energy?
I do. And the fairies and the elements.
Oh, it was a smart, when I love more than anything getting into this collective space, because each one of you brings in this essence. And if there is somebody who doesn't connect to, let's just say at this moment, the fairy realm, the elemental realm, this is Ariel was coming in to just now imprint that in you and awaken that in you. So each of you are bringing in such a beautiful essence for another person here to integrate that divine creation. And Melchizedek and Metatron, I know I'm going to be doing a channeling for of the 1111 portal, and we're going to be working with the Metatron energy. So he just kind of like zoomed in that energy. But the priesthood of Melchizedek, anybody resonate with that? Philip, do you connect with the brotherhood?
Do you see my right up here is my the daughter of Melchizedek. It's all
okay. All right. Well, Philip, there might be some awakening with you with the Brotherhood of Light. Okay. But Lady Christopher, you were bringing in that Melchizedek energy. So incredible. And Daniel with the the Ray, Ariel. I don't know if you worked with Ariel, but her energy. Okay, so she is just an incredible. She awakens the soul star, and connects us to these realms. You have such a beautiful energy, Daniel, and very balancing this heaven and earth. Lisa, you bring in this fairy energy. You bring in a lot of Palladian energy. That's that joy energy, that dolphin energy, consciousness that we were tapping into the other day too. Yeah, and I think it's so appropriate that you just have this incredible, and Lumerian. You have a Lumerian connection too. So I don't know if you connect with Lumerian, but you are bringing in that beautiful light, and so each of us here too feeling that energy, even though it wasn't spoken, we're still in this open space. So Ariel, work with the wind.
I think everything that you just did is everything that we needed so very strongly right now. So thank you.
The fairy dust.
Hello?
Yeah, the fairy dust that was coming down into the earth, that energy, that rainbow energy that they attuned you guys all to. And when you burst, I don't know if you guys all felt that, but it was like a sunburst, an angelic burst, and it was trickling down into the earth. So we were spreading more of this light. So just incredible energy.
Hello?
How's everybody feeling? How is everybody? Anybody want to put in input on where they are energetically, vibrationally? We just came from a goddess panel. So if anybody has any questions or about goddess energy, I know everybody that is here is insanely beautifully gifted in infinite ways. So I hope you received a beautiful healing.
Jen, I just wanted to say infinite love and gratitude. Thank you so much. Oceans of blessings to you. That was awesome. That rocked.
I'm so feel that freedom, that fluidity with Andromeda. It is a beautiful energy. Yes.
Very beautiful.
Hello.
Hello, Magdalena. Were you here for that? Magdalena?
Magdalena.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I come into the chat by accident.
It's not by accident.
No accident.
I wanted to ask you, is there any, you said you connect to energies and where your energy might vibrate in the universe or where you belong, you know, because I like to know how, I have dreams sometimes, and like lately I had this dream about like the universe opening it up to me, and I was like watching like the stars and like it was so vivid, you know, in the colors.
Now, were you present for this channeling that I just did? Because we actually experienced that. Were you present for that?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. So we kind of all went into that space. You know, when you travel through all of these dimensions and different areas of the universe, and you're probably consciously aware that you're traveling to these other places. So that is really incredible that you are having, you know, these dreams. You know, that you're connecting to the collective, you're connecting to your consciousness as you travel. Maybe set the intention to maybe speak to yourself, you know, like I would say like a month or so ago, I was consciously awareing that I was traveling to the Andromedan galaxy, and they were aligning all of my parallel lives and just blending into it, but I was consciously aware of it. So maybe set the intention before you go to sleep that you will be cognate through that and conscious through that process. And then as soon as you get up, write down any bits of information that you receive. That could be one way of seeing where you are traveling to. But when we leave our physical body, you know, we're everything, and that's what we experienced in the channel, just moving through, just being part of everything. So you just might be aware that you are part of everything and everyone at that time. The universe.
There was another dream too where I'm like in it looked like oh, what is it called? Like an egg, like kind of.
Yes.
Where everything was white. There was no.
That could have been the cosmic egg. You know, there is the cosmic egg. And then it
opened up like it opened up like in a square, and then I see the outside, and then I see I saw a hand coming in, and I think it was directing me to go out of the square onto the scene.
Wow.
So I've been having these kind of dreams, and they've just been so unusual that I don't know where to go with this.
Well, sometimes when we have these, it's really just for the experience, and you might not be at that time. Like when, you know, for an example, like when somebody receives a download, you know, that high peak or that high frequency download from your higher self and from your guides and whatnot, sometimes you can't interpret what it is happening right then and there. You're retrieving this information of your soul's essence. So that's part of like the left brain wanting to put in and understand and make logic of what is happening. But sometimes at that time, you just might not know what is happening. Just go with the experience. I always say, like when I'm receiving, just I open myself up and thank you. I'm so grateful. And there might be something later on that you have the shift in consciousness where you have another level of your awareness expanding. So I know when you do have these experiences, you want to put everything in its, in its box. Maybe that's what the square was. Right?
I'd love
You have
to pontificate on that.
Oh, and then there was another thing. Like I saw there was another dream where something was leading me to this room, and it was like a room of knowledge. And I
well,
see
that's the Akasha. Yeah.
well, I see myself coming, and it's this huge room, and they have different books. And then
yes, that's the Akashic. I do Akashic readings, and that's what they have done when I was ready to open up. So you're moving into these other dimensions. Like I've traveled to Sirius and just Sirius, and many of us do, whether we are consciously aware of it, and we're in these schools. So you're going and being led into this library. It's the book of everything. It's the book.
It's like, and it's a book
All
for
books.
me.
It's a library. But you're learning. So they're letting you know that what is happening, you are bringing in divine wisdom. I had a visit from Archangel Raziel 2 weeks ago, and I've never really worked with him, but I know from what I was gathering and what I've been moving through is he stepped forward for another level of divine wisdom. That's what your hall of records or these books, the library, is showing you, that you're extracting and obtaining this wisdom, and you'll integrate it at some point in your journey here, whether it's for yourself and for others. So it sounds like you're having some really wild experiences at night, and that's pretty cool.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
so
that's wild.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Do you keep a dream journal?
No, I don't, because
okay, this is really important for your journey, because your dreams are the access to all of this. You're awakening, you're being given so much so fast. It's very empowering to have it written. And what I highly recommend is you get just a wonderful little book that's for your dreams. That's a treasure. And you sit there and you title the dream, and you write it down, and you share the feeling in it. What was the feeling in it? And then where in your life does it look familiar? Where could it come true in your life, right? And then what happens is, instead of going to dream books, everybody wants to, and they're great, but your own journals become your best dream interpretation books. And to have, first of all, to have access to that, and remember these beautiful, delicious gifts 10 years from now, to go back and go, oh my gosh, I remember when I got activated, and there I was, the egg of the universe, but I was
in the cosmic egg.
Yeah, like you're birthing into this cosmic consciousness, this divinity, and it's exciting, and you've got to grasp it. And I'm telling you, the journal, I got goosebumps everywhere. People just aren't doing it, and the journal is so important for your journey and for 10 years from now, because
where
you
get
a collection of your own information.
You're making me excited, because I'm also relieving of another dream that I have a star, that I was the star. And
you're a dreamer. You've got to record the dream.
Maybe she was bringing in that energy of the fragmented star that we all
right. She wasn't even here for it. So you're amazing, powerful. Yeah. There you are. But really, truly, this is very, very exciting. I like those kinds of dreams. When you get one, the average person gets like one, and and here you're telling us, and this one, I mean, it's so exciting. And I would just like grasp it, embrace it, write it down, journal it, like bring it into your heart. And then there's all kinds of actions you can take, like Jen was saying, before you go to sleep. But you can re-enter the dream. So this is active dreaming. This is a great way to pontificate on the energies that are coming, to activate them more, to connect with them more. Like, it's so, I know, I'm like all goosebumps. I'm like so excited. I'm like, I love those dreams. So
what you could do too?
I had to jump in, because that's one of my big things is the dreams. You have a pending document. So
Well, it's leading you into the subconscious and when you travel outside of your body. But even if like what I was doing in the middle of the night for years is just taking my phone and doing the recorder because it's like what you're say're Christopher. It's,
you can record it absolutely. When
yeah,
Jen, that's so important because when you wake up, like well, her dreams you remember.
it's like a dream. Like how can you remember?
Like,
Yeah,
has 30 seconds, so it's so in
exactly.
the middle of the night you go, oh, I have this amazing dream. I remember every detail.
I'm gonna remember it.
And in the morning, going,
I was learning
a dolphin.
Yeah, I was learning that when you
Jen, that's so great with the phone to I don't sleep with any of that near me, but to be able to just get up and record it.
Yeah, the voice, you could do the notes or the voice, recorder, and just do it that way. Because we always say there's been times you have dreams and you're like, I am totally going to remember this. And then you wake up and you're like, what? How could I forget?
I have notes that I've written like half asleep that are just like, I wake up in the morning, I'm like, what are these? Like, really?
Yeah. Like you've had a couple too many cocktails. It's like slanted, right?
Right? Yeah. Like I'm so sure I was writing so perfectly, so clearly.
But yeah, that's what I would definitely suggest, and I like that Lady Christopher said that because it is really what your experience is. It sounds pretty profound, and like Lady Christopher said, is not too many people get to have those experiences, maybe once or twice. But if you're having these, I mean, you're doing a heck of a lot of soul learning.
But
you're gathering
within the last 5 years since I retired.
Yeah. Wow.
I've been having so much information all at once that sometimes it becomes overwhelming.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You can also, I channel a lot and I get connected to these beings of light from different, star races and whatnot. And it can be a little overwhelming. So what I kind of have done is, because your consciousness, and when you're moving up into the levels of the light body, and the higher that you go into the light body, you're now connecting to consciousness, the collective, and it can be really overwhelming at times. And I'm sure people here who have experienced this, I almost will see myself, I'll put a diamond around my body always to protect it, but sometimes I will pretend like see my brain as like the Rubik's cube and just kind of like closing up. So in a sense that if it does get overwhelming and you are constantly connecting, you're going to learn through this journey the tools that is needed so you can have that rest and not get overwhelmed, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, so you'll find these little tricks of the trade, because once you really start opening up these dimensions in your brain, and I've been taken, I'm a contactee, so I have been taken and energetically worked on, and I've had to learn how to ground these frequencies and manage and control my consciousness, and all these little tricks that help you so as a human that you can function here. Right? So, and to ground here and to be human and be comfortable. So these are all these little tricks of the trade that as you go, that can help. But if you find that it's too overwhelming, just in a sense, close your brain up a little bit.
Sometimes what it is like when I'm having these things, right? And I'm trying to remember, I'll remember some certain things, but I'm having a little problem now when I remember things. I forget because I had a seizure. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now,
yeah.
I had a seizure, so I'll know things, and then all of a sudden it's hard for me to explain things because of the connection between
and that's interesting about
my thought
and what
I want to say to people.
And Lady Christopher, do you have any insight onto the seizure aspect of it for her?
The seizure feels like a total energetic zap.
Like a defense mechanism,
like the physical.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah.
And then at the end, after 5 years, I was told I had a cyst on my left side of my brain. And I didn't even
Wow.
know I had a cyst. And I'm 63 years old. And all of a sudden I have a cyst. And the neurologist told me that it's on my left side, and it's a large seizure. It's a
So
large
that is
cyst, but
connecting
he's
the
amazed.
right hemisphere. Okay. Yeah.
The left,
So that
it's on the
too,
left side.
that can
Yeah,
be
and then,
adding to your experiences too.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
yeah,
That could
and
definitely
he was
having it.
amazed because
Yeah.
he was amazed that it was large
And
and I didn't
some
have any
people,
pain. I
I
just
have heard
decided,
of that. Yeah, I've heard of that where they have tumors or growths on the brain, and that has allowed them to expand into these higher dimensions and into the collective consciousness. So that's just an interesting and incredible thing too, as well. And the
I
seizures
have to
might.
run. Excuse me. I have to
Thank you, Lady
run.
Christopher.
Infinite love and gratitude.
I
Love
thank
you guys. Love
Amazing.
all of you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Oh,
go
so
in about
amazing.
7 minutes. So does
Bye,
anybody have any
sweethearts.
more
Thank you.
questions? Thank you so much.
thank you.
All right, friends. So that was an amazing journey. I don't know how many people are still here who have went on that journey with us, but it was pretty good, pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Galactic. Let's just say. That's what I love about getting into this space, bringing in. And Philip, I would look into Melchizedek, the order of Melchizedek. Okay, so there might be something, even though Lady Christopher was bringing in that element, but I really feel that is something that at some point along your journey is going to evolve for you. Okay.
All right. What gave you that impression?
I don't know. I can feel it. And it was
Okay.
coming through. And when I'm in that space of channel, they just
Sure.
zoomed me right onto your energy. I
Good.
have here, hold on one second. Give me 1 second. I was attuned to his energy, the Great White Brotherhood, and Melchizedek, some people say. Melchizedek. Just beautiful energy, but hold on 1 second. I just want to, he's a cosmic priest, and he works with the first ray of God's will of truth and justice.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Bringing in more esoteric knowledge, connecting with that, connecting to your God self, your I am presence, unconditional love. He works a lot with color therapy, how helping people use that modality of color and healing. So I don't know if you do any of that as well, or you might be doing something with that.
Uh-huh.
He works a lot with the blue rays too, and I'm seeing this beautiful sunburst of all these colors on your wall here. So there's,
right, yeah.
Is that your color therapy?
A friend of mine painted that.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So do you connect to color energy and working with that?
I've been selling color therapy glasses since about the 1970s, and I deal with the far infrared light energy a lot.
There you go. That is Melchizedek, my friend. So I want you to go a little bit deeper into researching him, bringing him in. And that's why when he came in, he like zoomed right to you.
Yeah.
So you have an energetic connection to Melchizedek.
Very nice.
So that's what I'm saying. And when I was saying in the channeling, even if you're not consciously aware of him, me going into that channel, bringing forth this energy and this awareness to you, so it evolves.
Good.
Right? So that's going to be a really, really cool thing. He was the first priest, I believe, in Jerusalem.
Okay.
So a very holy man, works alongside with the Christ energy and awakening and working with God's will, but also, like I said, with the infusing of the color therapy.
Great.
Very
okay.
cool.
Jen, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you have my information in the chat room, even just to keep me posted on your connection, with him. He
Okay.
works with Shambhala, awakening that divine temple within you, mastery, just great energy. Works with Archangel Michael and Christ energies a lot, helping to clear like lower frequencies, lower energies in the earth too.
Great, great.
Read up on him, the Brotherhood of the Order of Melchizedek, and you in the Goddess Panel is my information. Just even like I said, or if you're on Facebook, I'm under Jen Beldy Post. You
Okay.
can just message me and let me know how you're doing with that.
Oh, great, great. How do you spell Beldy Post?
Okay, so it's Jen, Jen Beldy, B as in boy, ELDY.
Okay.
And then another word, post, POST.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited for you.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, my friends, I do have to shove off. If anybody has anything else that they want to add or ask, do so. If not, I think we're going to go do what we got to do, eat dinner and whatnot, shower or whatever it is. I don't know what time zone everybody is in, but
So
it's been really
we
wonderful.
went an hour over, and I think Jen is the last goddess of all the goddesses. I don't think there's any other goddesses in here. There's like 10 people who stuck it out to the very end.
Well,
And
look at you guys.
the
Very
music you
cool.
did was beautiful. Thank you so much, Jen.
Thank you.
I didn't
It
get to
was
say
amazing.
thank you to everybody else because we all got booted out and then came back in, and a lot of
Yeah.
activity going on. So I'm
Well,
sure.
you know how it is. Whoever is meant to be there to
Yep.
receive at that time,
Yeah.
But it was really wonderful to share space with all of you guys and just listen to everybody's stories and all of your hard work and your volunteering. Just amazing. So thank you for that and for holding the space for us.
It's been a full good 2 days. I hope everyone
I'm sure
enjoyed
you're
it.
all going to rest well tonight, right?
We have a wrap-up meeting at 10 o'clock tonight
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
to
late.
go
Okay.
over the highlights.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
All right. So sending you lots of energy to get you, to 10 o'clock wherever you are. And it's really wonderful. And I'm so grateful to be part of it and honored, really. So, but blessings to all of you. And I hope to see or hear from you guys and meet up maybe again on the next expo and, just continue this expansion of awareness and unity, right? Well, blessings. My heart to yours. Have a wonderful evening, and I will hopefully connect with all of you soon. All right. Bye.
So anyone who's still in the chat, if you didn't see any of the freebies, you can scroll through the chat and get the freebies. I try to put them all together towards the very end. And you can take a picture of it with your cell phone, or you can copy and paste it into a Word document. I just want to make sure everybody had a chance to grab the freebies, copy the links, and get all the goddesses' contact information. So I'm going to stay on here for a few more minutes so everybody can kind of scroll through the feed and see all that information. And you're certainly welcome to stay for a few more minutes. And then I'll close out the breakup room.